floss tube. This is Cheryl of Stitching with the Sisterlies, and Colleen is behind the camera. So today I thought I should give you a tutorial on these cornucopias that I make. I used to make these years ago. This is one I just made for my daughter-in-law. But I used to make these years ago, and you can make them in any color you want. You don't just have to make it in fall colors. I used to do blue ones and black ones and all different kinds. So anyway, really simple and easy decoration. You can make it to keep it, or you can make it just to toss it. That's how quick it is, but it's great for a middle of a table for Thanksgiving. So I got this cornucopia at Hobby Lobby, and it's kind of their medium size. They have real giant ones that make real full cornucopias, but I just kind of got the medium size. And then what you do is you get a styrofoam ball. This is like their 5-inch ball, I think, 5 or 6-inch ball. And literally, you just shove it in there. And you shove it in as far back as you can. And I used to glue these in, except for the glue melts the ball. So that doesn't work so good. And the next thing I do is I get the mossy grass. And it's this kind. You can use the mossy one. If I use the mossy one, I tend to glue it on. I don't leave it free like I'm going to show you I do here. But I like to do it just around the edges and leave the middle open a little bit so that you can stick the plants inside of it. So anyway, this is what you do.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Yeah.
Daisy needs food. Lincoln ate her food.
Well, then go feed her.
Okay.
You want me to stop right now?
No.
Okay, so I just shove it down under.
Sorry, Daisy.
Like that. And it'll stick in there because there will be a lot of plants on top of it. But this just kind of gives it some filler. It helps keep that styrofoam ball in a little bit more.
And you're not using any glue?
Not on this. If I use the kind that has the little pieces of greenery in it, then I do, because it doesn't shove in as well. Okay, so that's your base. And then the next base I generally use is the leaves. And like I said, you can use greenery. You don't have to use, this is just garland I got at Hobby Lobby. But you could use greenery. It doesn't have to be leaves, but I just want it for our Thanksgiving table. And this one I have to take the loop off the end. And then I just trim a few leaves off. And the price tag. Trim a few leaves off, like that. And those go to my stash. And that gives you about a 4 to 5 inch end to shove into the styrofoam ball. And then I generally do one longer, and then I also do a shorter one for my base. And I cut this one right at the edge of the plastic so that you don't see where it joined. And then I shove this one in as far as it'll let me do it, which is generally only a couple inches. So that it looks something like that. And that's my base for the plants. So I need to do one more little one. Where do I want to cut it? And then trim off some of the leaves at the bottom. And then I put this one in the right, is this on your right side? Or is it your left side? It's my right side, must be your left side. And I do that one a little bit higher so that I can turn it. Okay, That's the start. Now, my daughter-in-law's, I didn't want a bunch of flowers in it because she's not super foo-foo-y, but my house has a little bit lighter color, so I'm actually going to use some flowers off of in mine, as in the bottom. So what I do is I just grab it down here and I just pull them off. You don't have to. Sometimes you have to snip them according to...
Is this one for you or your daughter-in-law?
This one's for me.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Well, it'd be easier to snip this. This one's harder to get through. But sometimes you could just rip these apart there if the plastic's not so great.
You look nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I didn't do my hair this morning though. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, then I just start putting them in at the bottom. Oop, if it's too long, that's a little bit too long. Cut them off. Because I just want to start filling stuff in. This one, I'm going to cut off a little bit. Okay, so let me fill in some flowers now that you know what I'm doing. And we'll turn the video off, and then as soon as I'm done with the flowers, we'll come back on. Okay, so now we're back. And generally when I put flowers in an arrangement, I do everything in odd numbers. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 flowers. You'll see on my daughter-in-law's, I did 1 main flower and then 3 of the other ones. So generally you try to do them in odd numbers. Somehow that's more pleasing to the eye. Now the next thing I'm going to put in is this cool little branch, and you can just get any kind of picks you want. I've had picks of just pine cones, picks of all sorts of things. And you shove it into the styrofoam ball again, and then you start arranging them. You can put the flowers underneath. And that's one of them. I think I'm going to add 3 of these. I had some pheasant feathers that I really wanted to put in mine, but I couldn't find them in my stash. So you can see it's starting to come together. One more. So I'm pretending these are pheasant feathers.
Lincoln, no.
It's gonna be Daisy's food again. Okay, so this gives a little more fullness at the bottom. And now I'm gonna start adding some other little colors on the inside. Just different little picks that I wanna add to it. If I could get this off, it won't come off. Well, we'll leave that one on.
Scissors?
Cut that one off later. And you start arranging it around the flowers. Tell me if I'm boring.
No, you should stand in front of it like you just did when you went behind it by the window, because it was pretty colors against your black.
Oh. In there. Trying to see how I like it. And the thing is with this, you could just, why can I not get that one off? You can tear it all apart and do it over again if you didn't like it. Put this one over here. And I'm going to leave this one hanging out a little bit more. So you just kind of play with it. It's looking good. And then the last thing I want to add is my corn. And I'm going to add this one a little bit lower. Because I wanted more flowers than than that. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with that. How do you think, Cole?
Yeah,
Think it's looking pretty?
yeah.
Okay. Now I have a couple little other doodads to add, but these I'm going to add after I make my ribbon. So, oops, I forgot to rip this off. All right, so what I do is I leave it's probably about a yard of ribbon before I start. Well, let's see, how much do I normally start with totally? Let's see, this is 2.5 inch ribbon, and I probably start with about, gosh, I want to say it's probably 5 yards that I start with. I start rolling with,
What
but
are you
I
gonna
start
do?
at the 3 yard mark, and this is wired. It's always easier to use wired, and I squish it together and twist it, and that way you get.
Can you come down further with it? No, not your body, just that. I'm sorry, yes, that. Down further.
Down.
Yes.
Okay. So what I do each time, twist so that your fabric always is on the outside. Because if you don't twist it, eventually you're going to have the inside on the outside. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you should move your hands though.
Slow?
No, just move them out of the way.
I can't. I got to hold it.
I can't help you. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Nothing, I was just being a brat.
Oh, well, that's unusual. Okay, so I do about 4 on each side. I probably should do one
That
more.
looks easier than it is, I think.
It's pretty easy to make bows. And normally I have zip ties, but my husband took my zip ties and I don't know where they are. So I'm having to tie these the old-fashioned way with a string, but anything will do. I like zip ties the best because they go quick. And then with the zip tie, I can shove it down in there
Uh-huh.
like the stems, but with this, I've got to hot glue it.
You can't just tie a knot, it won't.
Tie a knot?
Yeah, you know.
I am tying a knot.
Oh, and then you hot
But I
glue
mean
it?
to hot glue it to get it to stick in the arrangement.
Oh,
So, that's the beginning of my bow.
the beginning?
Yeah, I'm not done yet, because you gotta floof it.
Oh, floof it. Got a floof it.
You gotta floof. And then you could twist these. They're not delicate, so, you know, don't act like they're delicate. And then I cut right another 3 yards off on the other end. Okay, so that's what I wanted my bow right here in the middle. So it's gonna look something like this.
Oh, that's cute. Cat.
Cute. So I gotta hot glue mine on though.
Beautiful, darling, beautiful.
And hot glue. This is how you do it when you only have one hand, 2 hands.
What is that? Oh, you're. Oh, that's good. Eat the glue. That's what I always like to do.
And I use a lot of glue because I don't want. Ow, that was hot.
Yes, hot glue.
I don't want it to go
Tense
in.
of the word hot.
Hot. It's hot glue. Okay. Stay. Okay. Now you gotta hold it for a few seconds. So while you're holding it, you just refloof it. That's my word.
Refloof it?
Refloof.
Refloof.
Okay. Then you just start twisting this ribbon in and out of wherever you want it to be. Sometimes I'll do loops. So
Oh, how cool.
this one I'm going to want to go onto the table, so I'm going to leave it a little bit. I'm just going to leave it out to the side because I'm going to wrap it around some dishes and that. So I just
Okay,
cut it.
wait. You're gonna.
Oh, here, I'm gonna
Okay.
here. I cut it at a 45-degree angle, so you have a point like that
Uh-huh.
on both ends. This one I already did. And I'm leaving that one extra long too because I wanted to wrap around a turkey that I have. Oh, there, it just took off my
turkey.
my thumbprint. Okay. Now I have these cute little woodchucks that I want to stick in here.
Oh, those are cute.
So I don't want the wire on these because I'm just going to hot glue them. I think I'll put one there. I always shove them in to see, and then I know where to put the hot glue. His goes on his rear, which is going on the corn. So he'll be glued to the corn. I like woodchucks because my husband's a tree man, so woodchuck chucks wood, right?
Yes. What's your husband doing today in our unsettled, stormy, windy,
he's out
and rainy
fishing.
weather? He's out fishing.
What else would you do when it's raining
And windy.
and you can't go do tree work?
Yes.
You fish.
You'll have
Okay.
to tell us if he catches anything.
He won't.
Oh, how cute. Look at the little guy. We'll call him Abe.
Abe. This is Reagan. Sorry, we are a Democrat Republican household.
I'm a little bit liberal. She's a little bit not. And yet we still love each other.
We do love each other, and we appreciate each other's opinions, don't we?
Mhm. We do. I do. I appreciate you. I understand. Well, the cool thing is we discuss it and communicate, so I understand where she's coming from. I'm probably a closet. What did you define me as?
We're both like in the middle. We're more in the middle of anything.
Fiscally
Fiscally conservative,
and
socially,
democratic.
yeah.
Because I'm not
I
crazy.
got these cute little pumpkins.
Cute. Sorry, we're not supposed to talk politics. Oh, those are cute. Where are you gonna put it?
I don't know.
Because that's a lot of orange. Well, let me see. That is cute. How about
I
just
know.
down on the?
Like there.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt when I burnt my finger.
Well, I'm sorry. Do you want me to get some Vaseline?
The things you will do for
Mom would have put Vaseline on it, which
and
just
made it burn more.
which holds in the heat.
She liked to torture us.
With me, she'd say, "Oh, Colleen."
Me too. Of course, I would think I was dying.
Yes. What about all those leaves that are hanging? I guess you can't.
Put one up in there.
Oh, that's cute. I was gonna say, what is that thing sticking up? It's the cornucopia.
So when I was a little girl, Thanksgiving is my favorite, and I used to love to be able to decorate with my mom. My sisters never got to.
Mom decorated?
Yes.
We grew up in the same house.
Yes, we did.
What'd she decorate?
She had little things that she would decorate
For
with.
Thanksgiving? I just remember sitting out at the table so I could get into potato chips and dip one.
Yeah, right. Okay. My last.
Maybe that was the problem. I was under the table with the tablecloth open, eating.
I'm gonna make it heavy to one side since my corn.
Christine, did Mom decorate for Thanksgiving?
Yes. She had special plates. I'm not saying she decorated like we decorate.
I remember we had turkey, stuffing that I think was half done, cranberry from a can.
Okay. So what do you think, you guys?
That's adorable.
Okay, so now I actually don't want lights on mine. I'm sending extra ones to my daughter-in-law,
But pretend they would want to know how they go in, so it sucks to be you. 'Cause
which
you
is
can
what I'm
have
going to show them.
Okay.
So these are micro dots, which they're indoor-outdoor. They didn't have any just plain indoor ones at Hobby Lobby. So they're actually more reasonable if you just buy the indoor ones.
These are micro dots?
Micro dots. Yeah.
Micro dots.
And these particular ones have a long space between. Oh, I should have taken these out before. I can't see them.
I'm not. You want my glasses? We could share glasses now.
Okay, you better turn that off for a minute.
Why?
Because I can't see.
Here's my glasses.
Okay, all right. Oh, those are cute.
Let me assist.
Maybe I want these.
Well,
You better turn it off.
they're $1 at the dollar store. No, you need to show them. I don't want to keep turning it on and off.
Well, I don't want them to have to listen
Let's
to
see.
me.
Who can we see?
Oh, dear goodness.
We could talk about what else we had for Thanksgiving. Our deviled eggs.
Okay, we always had baked bread, right?
Baked bread?
What? The brown bread.
For Thanksgiving?
The brown bread.
Boston.
In the can.
Oh, I didn't know we had it for then.
We had a canned ham.
Canned ham, the kind with the spiral thing that was fun to undo.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Mashed potatoes and gravy. Green beans out of a can. My mom was very good at opening cans.
The worst thing in the world? Candied yam.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
With lots of marshmallows. I loved them. This is totally messed up.
Okay.
I can't get this off.
She did make good pies.
Anyways, I will show you this. See, there's a long length in between. And you normally would shove these in here like this, and so that you don't see the wire. Or what I had to do on Sarah's is I had to squish the wire down. So I squished it down like this, and then I twisted it.
You could see the lit one too there.
So,
That would be my father on Thanksgiving. No, I'm kidding.
lit one. Yes, that would be your father. So you can see, you can't see the little wires in here. It's because some of them I twisted, like this one I did not. I put it in with the little reeds. But I actually don't want any on this one because I'm gonna have candles next to it. So anyway, that's my tutorial on my cornucopia. I hope you liked it, and like I said, it doesn't have to just be fall colors. It could be anything, any colors you want. Any color mums. Mums come in lots of colors. So thanks for watching, FlossTube, and we'll see you when Colleen does her bear claws.
Oh lordy. Bye.